Hi, come on in.
Hi, Liz. We're here for your 21 questions.
Welcome. Come on in. Come on in.
Awesome.
Good to see you.
All right. Well, are you ready to start?
I am ready, yes.
All right. So first question, how are you?
I'm doing great this morning. Thank you. It's Friday.
I know, right? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to everyone.
So can you tell us where we are?
We are in my office. This is the Dean's office in the School of Engineering and Computer Science, and this is where I meet with people all the time.
Got it. Can you tell us what a day in your life looks like?
Well, usually I start right here with my computer on my table answering emails, which I get a lot of. And then I spend a lot of time in meetings, and sometimes that's here, and sometimes that's running around campus. Occasionally I get to do fun things like talk to students in a class or attend some kind of presentation made by students, which I love to do. But usually before I do any of that, the first thing I do is get coffee. So maybe, do you want to come with me to get coffee?
Oh, we would love that.
Morning, Lourdes.
Good morning.
So do you prefer coffee or tea then?
Definitely coffee.
Got
Definitely
it.
coffee. I'm a coffee drinker.
Me too. I understand. So how do you take your coffee?
Well, I'm just going to show you because I think that would be more fun.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I like my coffee black, but with a little whipped cream. This, I find, makes it fun and also not as many calories as like a lot of milk or heavy cream. So
Okay.
just a little dash on the top to make it fun.
Got it. I love that.
Hardest
I'm gonna need
part
to
of the
try
day
it.
is waiting for the coffee machine, right, to get all the coffee out.
Exactly. Patience is key when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what are you going to miss the most about being in Southern California?
Well, I have to say, I think it's the mountains. So I lived right up against the foothills in Upland, California, and so wake up every day and the mountains are right there. So you never get lost down there because you always know the mountains are north. So if you get confused, you just drive toward the mountains, right? So that's probably what I'm going to miss the most.
Got it. Okay. What are you going to miss the least?
Definitely the heat. I am not a super hot, person, and right now here it's lovely. It's fall. Down there it's 85 degrees still. So I'm definitely not going to miss the heat.
Got it. Well, that looks delicious.
Thank you.
Can you tell us about the transition from Harvey Mudd College to University of the Pacific?
Well, actually, the transition wasn't as hard as I thought it might be. I mean, I was at Harvey Mudd for a really long time. I was there for 20 years, and it's my alma mater, so it's a place I was really very connected with. But I have to say that Pacific shares many of the same values as Harvey Mudd's engineering department. It's student-centered, it's focused on experiential learning, it's focused on that student-faculty interaction. And actually, I'd love to show you a space, if you don't mind, that sort of reminds me of that kind of spirit.
Yeah, of course.
Let's go.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm going to take you into one of our spaces that we do a lot of our student experiential learning. This is our advanced manufacturing lab. Come on in.
Oh, awesome. Well, we're excited to see this.
My stuff down here. So this lab is a space where, one of our many spaces where students get to engage in experiential learning, which is one of the hallmarks of our education, as anyone from SOECS knows. So in this lab, we learn about advanced manufacturing techniques. There's a CNC machine here, which machines parts, very specific parts, to very tight specifications. And also in this lab, we have, if you want to look over here at our lovely skeleton here, we have a faculty member who does bone mechanics. And so she does some of her research work in here. So this is a multi-use space, but it's kind of exciting. It's one of our spaces where students get to really kind of practice what they learn in the classroom, hands-on, and do some fun things. It really solidifies their learning, right? One of the big things that we do here.
Got it. Well, thank you for showing us this. This is incredible. So we're going to move into your next question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite way to spend a day off?
Oh, I love to spend the day off with my family. So I have 3 kids and my husband. We live in Lodi. My ideal day off is, get up, walk over to a little town for coffee, and walk around the shops in Lodi, maybe play a game or watch a movie with the family. So just downtime and hanging out and spending time with them. That's my favorite.
Yeah. What's the last thing that you read?
I love to read. I read a lot of books, but the last thing I read was Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty. So you might know about her because there was a HBO series called Big Little Lies. It was one of her books that really kind of made it big. Really, it's all about like community and interesting relationships between people and things like that. So really fun books, quick reads. So.
Ooh, okay, well, I'll definitely have to add that onto my list.
Yeah, it's a great book.
Yeah. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
That actually is a surprisingly easy one for me. It's definitely cheese. My husband often jokes that I married him because he makes great cheese fondue. So I absolutely love cheese.
Ooh, same here. That has to be a food group, honestly.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what's one of your pet peeves?
Oh, pet peeves. Oh, my husband and son do this all the time, but they chew gum really loud and obnoxiously, like, nom, nom, nom. I hate that. It drives me crazy. I'll be like,
me too.
Spit that out, spit that out.
That's one of my pet peeves too.
Yeah, it's awful.
Agreed. So what's the best concert you've ever been to?
Oh, a hard one. I think that's really a hard one, but I think probably it's Bruno Mars. I've seen Bruno Mars twice, once at the Staples Center, which if you haven't seen Bruno Mars is just a fantastic show. I mean, he has like people with saxophones, you know, like all in concert together. Sorry, I shouldn't dance, but, and then I saw him once at the Hollywood Bowl, but he's amazing and just a really fun show.
Okay, got it. Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
That one, so I was an introvert as a child, like very, very shy. My mom used to have to coax me out of the corners at birthday parties with treats and stuff like that. And then I moved a lot in my life, and I think anyone who knows me now would be really surprised to think I was an introvert as a child, and very definitely an extrovert now. But that question really makes me think that we should go visit another space around the corner. I'd like to take you to our Student Support Services team.
Yeah, of course. We'll follow your lead.
All right, let's go. Hi, Mr. Skeleton. Hi. Follow me. Morning. So this hallway in SOECS is really where our Student Support Services team is located. And so these are the folks that help students get co-op, that help students with all sorts of things, advising and tutoring, and students in our MESA program. So all sorts of fun things that we do. If students need anything at all, they can come here to our Student Support Services group.
Got it. So what's the best thing that's happened to you this week?
Oh, for sure we did. Yesterday we had this great holiday party, and I think people have been so starved for social events for so long. It was just so wonderful to get everyone together. We did it down the alumni house, and we brought in Chipotle, and we had an ugly sweater contest, which I'm pretty sure I had a solid entry. It was solid. Next year we want to add lights to it, but it was really fun. We had a really nice time. So that's the best thing that happened this week. It's just socializing with people and getting to hang out again. You know, it's lovely.
Yeah, that sounds like a really nice time.
Yeah.
So if you could start college all over again, what would you do differently?
I would definitely be more confident in myself. I mean, I did do a lot of joining of activities. I was in the choir and I was in the student government and things like that. But I just never, I never gave myself the credit that I really should have for being as good as I was or working as hard as I was. I always gave myself such a hard time, and you know, I wish I'd had more confidence in myself when I was in college.
Okay. What's your favorite way to unwind?
Oh, definitely the end of the day, sitting in my backyard, glass of wine, talking to my husband, just sort of relaxing and reviewing our day.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. What is something you're passionate about?
I am definitely passionate about undergraduate education. I love when I can connect with students and I can see them having the moments where they're like, oh, I get it. You know, I see they put together the things that they're doing in class with maybe like something they're working on in a research project, and they make a connection. And for me, that's really what it's all about. Really passionate about that.
Got it. What is your proudest accomplishment?
My proudest accomplishment's got to be my 3 kids, right? So I have 3 great kids. They're 22, 18, and 13, and you know, I think that's the biggest thing I've done with my life.
Awesome. What's been your favorite part about working at Pacific?
Definitely the people. So there are wonderful, dedicated people here, and they're all here for the same reason, and that is to educate our fabulous students. And so when you have a bunch of people lined up with the same kind of mission like that, it's a really wonderful environment. And so that's been hands down the best part of it for me.
Agreed. So last question for you. Is there anything you want to tell our students?
I do. I think, in fact, let's go walk over here while I tell you about this. So this machine really makes me think about what I want to tell students, and that is that we are working right now on a new makerspace that we're designing for SOECS and also for the broader campus to encourage collaboration. It'll be a space for students to create, to build, to work together. And so I would love any input from any students who've got ideas, or they want to drop me a note and let me know what they think that they would like to see in that space. We're in design phase right now, so I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be a great space to bring together our students and connect them with students across the university.
Well, that is awesome. So that wraps up your 21 questions. Thank you so much for letting us interview you today, and we will see you around campus.
Thanks, see you around. Come visit me.